All right. So let's just go down memory lane. Have you ever been? Have you ever been to an event hosted at someone's home? You go through the door, white. The walls are painted white. The tiles are white. Even the carpets, wherever they are also white. Upholstery white, everything white. Then at that door, you know that you need to put your shoes off. There's no sign on the wall saying, please put your shoes off. No, nothing like that. You do know that you need to put your shoes off. What about your socks? That's a bit tricky. That could be a bit tricky. But you've seen everyone with their socks off as well. God help you if your socks are not fresh, because we usually have people who wear socks for quite a while. That will mostly apply to a particular gender, fortunately mine, the male gender, all right? Let's just say some of us do not have our game all tight in that area. Okay, no one says anything about you taking your shoes and socks off, but you do know. You walk into the lounge, and then a sweet little kid comes in. A sweet little kid comes in. Shout out to our Instagram audience. A kid comes in, is so sweet, loves you, and then goes to tell his or her mom, we have a very beautiful, fine auntie in the lounge. All right. Kids are very, very honest. Later on, the kid says, changes the way he or she describes the auntie with the nice face. What's really changed? Stay tuned. Perhaps it's a guy. They're watching football. All of a sudden, the ball goes into the net. The team he supports scores, and then there's celebration. People are jumping up. You see people's feet up in the air, and then all of a sudden the room goes quiet. The focus is no longer on the screen, on the football match, perhaps temporarily. It's a transient moment where people's focuses have been shifted. The guy is the cynosure of all eyes at this point, perhaps for all the wrong reasons. What could have happened there? All right, something like this. That kid expected to see a set of feet that had smooth soles. What he saw was the other bit. Cracked and stuff. What causes that? Well, if the soles of our feet are not well moisturized, then that can happen. Actually, that usually happens. You can almost drive through the gully that forms on the soles of certain people's feet. They're cracked, they're dry, they're almost looking like squares and patches here and there, so much that it looks like the skin of a crocodile. They look like the skin of a crocodile. And that poor kid is basically wondering, What just happened? Oh my lord. All right. Yeah, so it does happen. However, we don't need, none of us need to go through that embarrassing moment. Introducing the Mary Kay Extra Emollient Night Cream. This has ingredients that hydrate dry areas of the skin. It also forms a protective shield to minimize moisture evaporation. Okay, so that protective shield there covers the skin area, locks in the moisture so that the feet do not lose moisture. That means they're well moisturized, thus preventing dryness. Perhaps you could say extreme dryness, right? They are good for certain areas of our body: hands, elbows, knees, and feet, right? I usually use this at night before sleeping. Just wet my, after my shower, my feet are still tender, a bit moist. Apply this for more for bigger effectiveness. You could wear your socks, but you look corny really if you have somebody else there and you're wearing socks. Yeah, go back to the movies. You don't see people wearing socks in the presence of their significant other. You don't see people wearing their socks to sleep. All right, I've just given you something there. For all I've sinned and come short of the glory of God. All right, but you use this and it moisturizes your feet properly. If you have ashy elbows, so elbows that are dry, sometimes they are pale, kind of like whitey, showing that the skin around there is really dry, then this will do the trick. All right. So you don't need to have crocodile feet. All right. That's all for this evening. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure hanging out with all of you. Till next week. Bye bye. Tunde Tosh signing off.